2 Chronicles chapter 31. Now when all this was finished, all Israel that were present went out to the cities of Yehudah, and broke in pieces the pillars, and hewed down the Asherim, and broke down the high places and the altars out of all Yehudah and Binyamin, in Ephraim also and Manasseh, until they had destroyed them all. Then all the children of Israel returned, every man to his possession, into their own cities. And Yehezkiah appointed the courses of the priests and the Levim after their courses, every man according to his service, both of the priests and the Levim, for ascending offerings and for peace offerings, to serve and to give thanks and to praise in the gates of the camp of Yahweh. He appointed also the king's portion of his substance for the ascending offerings, for the morning and evening ascending offerings, and the ascending offerings for the Shabbats, and for the new moons, and for the appointments, as it is written in the law of Yahweh. Moreover, he commanded the people that dwelt in Jerusalem to give the portion of the priests and the Levim, that they might give themselves to the law of Yahweh. And as soon as the command came abroad, the children of Israel gave in abundance the first fruits of grain, new wine, and oil, and honey, and of all the increase of the field, and the tithe of all things brought they in abundantly. And the children of Israel and Yehudah that dwelt in the cities of Yehudah, they also brought in the tithe of oxen and sheep, and the tithe of dedicated things, which were consecrated to Yahweh their God, and laid them by heaps. In the 3rd month they began to lay the foundation of the heaps, and finished them in the 7th month. And when Yehezkiah and the princes came and saw the heaps, they blessed Yahweh and his people. Then Yehezkiah questioned the priests and the Levim concerning the heaps. And Azariah, the chief priest of the house of Zadok, answered him and said, Since the people began to bring the oblations into the house of Yahweh, we have eaten and had enough, and have left plenty. For Yahweh hath blessed his people, and that which is left is this great store. Then Yehezkiah commanded to prepare chambers in the house of Yahweh, and they prepared them, and they brought in the oblations and the tithes and the dedicated things faithfully, and over them Konaniyahu the Lewi was ruler, and Shimei his brother was second, and Yehiel and Azaziyahu and Nahat and Ashael and Yerimoth and Yozabad and Eliel and Yismachiyahu and Mahat and Benayahu were overseers under the hand of Konaniyahu and Shimei his brother, by the appointment of Yehezkiah the king, and Azariah the ruler of the house of God. And Koreh the son of Yemnah the Lewi, the doorkeeper at the east gate, was over the freewill offerings of God, to distribute the oblations of Yahweh and the most holy things. And under him were Ethan and Minyamin and Yeshua and Shemaiah, Amariyahu and Shechaniyahu, in the cities of the priests, in their office of trust, to give their brothers by courses, as well to the great as to the small. Besides them that were reckoned by genealogy of males, from 3 years old and upward, even every one that entered into the house of Yahweh, as the duty of every day required, for their service in their offices, according to their courses. And them that were reckoned by genealogy of the priests, by their fathers' houses, and the Levim from 20 years old and upward, in their offices by their courses, and them that were reckoned by the genealogy of all their little ones, their women, and their sons, and their daughters, through all the congregation, for in their office of trust they sanctified themselves in holiness. And for the sons of Aharon the priests, that were in the fields of the suburbs of the cities, in every city, there were men that were mentioned by name, to give portions to all the males among the priests, and to all that were reckoned by genealogy among the Levim. And thus did Yehezkiyahu throughout all Yehudah, and he wrought that which was good and right and faithful before Yahweh his God, and in every work that he began in the service of the house of God, and in the law, and in the commands to seek his God, he did it with all his heart, and prospered.